Week 9 of The Apprentice saw the entrepreneurs tasked with coming up with their own men's skincare product which they would have to pitch to industry experts. Unfortunately, it didn't go according to plan for one team as their recipe resulted in goo that stained skin green, resulting in them receiving no orders. As expected, Lord Sugar was far from happy with the results and wasn't afraid to show his displeasure. Bradley Johnson put himself forward to be project manager for the third time in the process. His skincare product idea Venom turned out to be a disaster as when his teammates tested it on themselves, they were left with a green mark. When it came to the boardroom and the results were announced, Lord Sugar didn't hold back. In fact, as soon as it was announced the other team won, the 75-year-old billionaire was done with holding his tongue, clearly ready to send the construction company director packing. Clarkson's Farm star receives £34,000 as fans rally to support farmer sending Bradley home, Lord Sugar ranted, "Disgrace, total disgrace. Bradley, 3 times project manager, 3 times you've tried to change the product when you're pitching it. I've told you before, I don't ever want to see you back in this boardroom again, and I'll tell you what, I'm never going to see you back in this boardroom again. Bradley, you're fired." It was a hard moment to watch for viewers at home, but for Bradley, he admits to feeling glad it happened. Opening up to the press, including Express.co.uk about his firing, Bradley explained, "Watching it back, the firing was a lot more brutal than I remember, to tell you the truth. In that moment, it didn't seem as bad as it actually looks on TV, so when he came straight to me and pointed and said you're fired, it was almost like, is this actually happening? I had all of the answers, I was ready to back myself. I'd been in the boardroom a few times before, it was another boardroom I needed to fight my way out of. But I was almost glad, because the pressure and the anxiety you feel of going into the Losers Cafe and going through the whole conversation with the rest of the team and finding out where it's all gone wrong. Everyone is at each other's throats almost. I didn't have to go through any of that. I literally got into the cab, said my piece in the cab and went straight down to the pub, had a pint of Stella and wobbled into bed at 10 o'clock, it was fantastic, it was amazing." 4 In a bed fans fume at super dramatic guests for brutal scoring, reaction beyond paradise. Humphrey and Martha detail emotional challenges, explainer The Apprentice star urges Alan Sugar to make change, cast, what the 28-year-old was most looking forward to about leaving it all behind was the thought of going back to his own business. He continued, "It was almost a feeling of relief, because the process is so difficult and Terry's a lot more work to it than we obviously see on the TV. At that moment when I knew there were no more boardrooms, no more pressure, I was going to go back, see my business again. I had been in the process for a lot of weeks now with no access to the business side of things, so I don't know how it's performing. Just knowing I could go back and see how everything was going at home, it was like a feeling of relief, it was amazing." Bradley wasn't the only one to leave the process, as 24-year-old Avi Sharma was the next candidate to go. Unlike his co-star's firing, Avi received some positive feedback from Lord Sugar. He told the young entrepreneur, "Avi, the concoction, you put it on your skin, and it dyed your skin green. Avi, you've grown in this process since you came here and I'm very pleased about that for you. But it is regretful, that Avi, you're fired. Good luck, keep in touch and keep the enthusiasm up." The Apprentice continues every Thursday at 9 p.m. on BBC One.